A human battleship crosses into the Empire's domain, and chaos follows. Admiral Vorn of the Imperial 7th Fleet stood rigidly on the command deck of his flagship, the Eternal Dominion. His four eyes narrowed as he studied the tactical display, where a single anomalous contact had appeared at the edge of Empire space. "Analysis?" he demanded, his voice carrying the natural resonance of the high-born Krill caste. The sensor officer, a lower caste Krill with duller scales, responded immediately. "Unknown vessel, Admiral. Configuration doesn't match any known species in our database. Size approximately 1.2 kilometers in length. Power signature, unusual." "Magnify," Vorn ordered. The main view screen shifted, revealing a dark, angular vessel with none of the flowing elegance of Imperial design. The ship was clearly built for war, bristling with what appeared to be weapon emplacements and surrounded by a faint energy field. "It crossed the boundary marker deliberately," noted Commander Loth, Vorn's second-in-command. "A provocative action." Vorn's scales darkened with irritation. The Empire had ruled this sector for 12,000 cycles. Their superiority was unquestioned, their technology unmatched. Any incursion was not merely a violation of territory, but an insult to Imperial dignity. "Open communications," he ordered. After a moment, the communications officer replied, "Channel open, Admiral." Vorn straightened to his full height. "Unknown vessel, this is Admiral Vorn of the Imperial 7th Fleet. You have entered Sovereign Empire space. Identify yourself immediately or be destroyed." The view screen remained blank for several moments before flickering to life. The image revealed a being with pale skin, no scales, and only two eyes, a creature so alien that several bridge officers visibly recoiled. "This is Captain Michael Foster of the Earth Alliance Battleship Defiance," the creature responded in flawless Imperial standard. "We are on a diplomatic mission to establish contact with the Empire." Vorn's inner eyelids flickered with surprise. The Empire had encountered many species in its long history of expansion, but none that looked like this. "Earth Alliance? Your political entity is unknown to us. Diplomatic missions must be arranged through proper channels, not by military vessels violating our borders." The human's expression remained neutral. "We attempted proper channels for 3 standard years. Our transmissions were ignored. The Alliance Council determined a more direct approach was necessary." Commander Loth leaned close to Vorn. "Admiral, our intelligence division has no record of any such communication attempts." Vorn's scales rippled with skepticism. "Your ship is clearly a warship. No civilized species sends battleships on diplomatic missions. We understood the risks," Captain Foster replied. "The Earth Alliance borders the Zovan hegemony, who warned us about Imperial protocols regarding first contact. The mention of the Zovan hegemony, a minor power that had resisted Imperial expansion for centuries, caused Vorn's scales to flush dark with anger. "The Zovans are rebels and liars. If you've allied with them, you've chosen unwisely. We have no alliances. Yet," Foster clarified, "we seek peaceful relations with all neighboring civilizations. But the Zovans advised us that the Empire typically responds to first contact by attacking unknown vessels and demanding unconditional surrender." Vorn bristled. The human wasn't wrong. Imperial doctrine did call for overwhelming displays of force when encountering new species. Such demonstrations typically ensured quick subjugation with minimal losses. "Regardless of your intentions, you will power down your vessel and prepare to be boarded," Vorn commanded. "Your ship will be escorted to Imperial Center for proper diplomatic processing." Captain Foster shook his head. "I'm afraid that's not acceptable, Admiral. The Defiance will remain at full operational status during any discussions. As a show of good faith, we're transmitting a diplomatic package containing information about Earth and the Alliance." Vorn's patience evaporated. "You are in no position to dictate terms. I have 12 warships surrounding your single vessel. Power down or be destroyed." The human looked almost regretful. "I had hoped for a more productive first meeting." The transmission ended. Commander Loth moved to Vorn's side. "Admiral, the alien vessel is powering weapons and defense systems. They're also deploying something. Numerous small objects. Target their propulsion systems, Vorn ordered. Disable the vessel and analyze those deployed objects. Admiral, the sensor officer called, voice rising with concern. The objects are accelerating at impossible rates, changing vectors unpredictably. The Eternal Dominion shuddered violently. Alarm klaxons blared across the bridge. Report, Vorn demanded. Multiple impacts, the tactical officer shouted. Shield strength down 60%. The objects are some form of self-guiding kinetic weapons with minimal energy signatures. Our defenses barely detected them. The alien vessel is launching more, Commander Loth reported, and targeting systems detect energy weapon lock from their main vessel. On the tactical display, Vorn watched in disbelief as 2 of his cruisers reported critical damage. The human vessel, a single ship, was systematically striking with precision that suggested intimate knowledge of Imperial ship design. How do they know our weak points? He demanded of no one in particular. The communications officer interrupted. Admiral, we're receiving transmissions from all our vessels. The alien kinetic weapons are penetrating our shields as if they weren't there. Impossible, Vorn muttered. Imperial shield technology was the most advanced in known space. Nothing could penetrate it so easily. Commander Loth's voice was grim. Admiral, 3 vessels already crippled. The alien ship is toying with us. Their energy weapons are firing precise, minimal damage shots while their kinetic weapons do the real damage. The tactical display updated again. 5 Imperial ships now showed critical damage, their engines disabled, weapons offline. Yet the human vessel had systematically avoided destroying any of them. Vorn's communicator chimed. It was the Grand Admiral himself, calling from Imperial Center. Admiral Vorn. The Grand Admiral's voice was cold with fury. What catastrophe is occurring in your sector? Grand Admiral, we've encountered an unknown species with unexpected capabilities. I'm looking at the tactical data now, the Grand Admiral cut in. A single vessel is decimating your fleet? Before Vorn could respond, all communications suddenly went silent. The bridge lighting flickered, then stabilized. Admiral, the communications officer called out, panic evident in his voice. We're being hacked. Something is overriding our systems. Every screen on the bridge suddenly displayed the image of Captain Foster. Admiral Vorn, the human said calmly, I've taken the liberty of temporarily seizing control of your communications network. Don't worry, it's only to ensure you hear our message clearly. Vorn stood speechless as the human continued. The Earth Alliance has no interest in conquest or submission. We've disabled, not destroyed, your vessels to demonstrate our capabilities while minimizing casualties. Our diplomatic package contains coordinates for a neutral meeting ground where we can discuss terms of peaceful coexistence. Foster's expression hardened slightly. Be advised that we've deployed similar battleships to every border point around Earth Alliance space. We hope this demonstration convinces the Empire that attempting to subjugate Earth would be problematic. The screens returned to normal as suddenly as they had changed. The sensor officer reported in a shaken voice. The human vessel is withdrawing, Admiral. Returning to the border at sublight speed. Commander Loth approached Vorn cautiously. Admiral, preliminary analysis of their weapons and tactics suggests technology far beyond our current capabilities. And the ease with which they penetrated our cybersecurity? Vorn stood silently. His career and the Empire's military doctrine shattered in a single encounter. The humans had not only resisted, but had systematically humiliated the Imperial fleet while carefully avoiding any deaths. The message was unmistakable. They could have destroyed everything, but chose restraint. As the implications settled over him, Vorn realized the galaxy had suddenly become a much more complicated place. The Empire would need to adapt, quickly, to this new reality where a previously unknown species could so casually upend 12 millennia of unquestioned dominance.